Well, hello friends and welcome back to my channel. I'm Renee. And like I told you earlier, today I'm going to be making my mother's chicken cutlets. They are divine. And of course, it's my mother's recipe. And I won't quite get as wonderful as she can make them. But I'll get pretty darn close. So I'm going to show you this. Let's get down here. We've got 3 potatoes on here. If you can see, I've got 3 potatoes boiling in here. And then over here on my counter, I've got 3 beautiful chicken breast halves. And I'm going to chop them up and grind them into ground chicken. So with that, let's get going. We'll grind these up. And then I'll show you as I go along. Because I don't make these all the time because they're kind of tedious. But they are wonderful. Hopefully you can see that. Let's bring you in a little bit here. Okay, so I'm just going to take these because I am going to grind them. So I'm just going to put them in like half chunks, just like so. Then I'm going to drain my bowl there. Just so that I can grind them easy. I can manage it. You can also, if you don't have a grinder, you can either buy ground chicken or by all means just cut it, basically burger it up with a knife. Just keep chopping until it's burger or ground, Alright, so we got that. Let me rinse this out. Okay, so set that aside. Now, I'm going to get this set right here. Actually, I don't want that bowl. I need another one. I'll put them in this bowl here. And I can grind it in that one. Beautiful. Okay. Okay, friends. So now it's going to get a little noisy. But I'm just going to mute this video, this section, and give you some music. So enjoy, and we'll get this ground up. Okay, friends, we've got that ground down. And if you wondered what I was running through the end, I just ran a little piece of bread through there. It won't hurt anything. And it'll be perfect. Okay. So now that we got that ground down, we're going to season this with some salt, pepper, and garlic. And then I'm going to cut up onion in there. We're also going to put some parsley in here. So I'm going to put about a teaspoon of garlic in here. Maybe a teaspoon and a half. Okay. Same thing with the salt. Probably a good teaspoon of salt in there. And grind the pepper in. And my family loves pepper. So this looks like a lot, and it is, because they love it. Okay, so just in case we need some more of that, we'll leave those set aside. We're going to put a nice amount of parsley in there. You can season these any way you want. You don't have to use the same seasoning that I'm using. But we're just going to let that sit just like this. Just a minute. Okay? We're going to put 2 eggs in here. We're going to put just about a half a cup of flour in here. Maybe a little bit more. Okay. Okay, now we're going to cut some onion. And I'll probably use this half. My mother would probably use this whole onion in here, but I don't want to make it too much. I'm not sure. So we're just going to fill that onion up, and that's what we're going to cut up. And I'm going to cut this as small as I can. They love lots of onions, but they like it small. You could probably even grind it with that. But I still want little chunks in here, so that's what we're going to do. Just give it small chunks. Okay. Run that through there. You don't have to put this much onion in yours. And remember, you can, like I said, you can season it any way you want. It's just I know this is what my family likes. So this is what I'm doing. I just want to make sure that's cut up nice and small chunks. Alright, throw that right in there. Okay? There we go. All right, now one of the stars of this show for these chicken patties is potatoes. And we're going to cook those down. Those need to cook till they get, not, you don't want them all the way done, but I'm just going to cook them a little bit, and then I'm going to peel them, and then I'm going to grate them. And when I get that done, I'll bring you back and I'll show you what we do next. Okay, friends. My potatoes are done and grated up. They're not cooked all the way through, but I'm going to throw them right in there because we're going to mix this all up together. So with clean hands, you're just going to come in here and just start mixing. And these are wonderful. They make a mess mixing them. It's like mixing a big old batch of meatloaf. But I cook these up. I fry these up and I freeze them because they freeze beautiful for a make-ahead meal. And I'll be giving them to my mom. And that way my dad can just heat them up in the oven and they'll have some beautiful cutlets. Let me see here. We're going to need just a little more flour in here. Remember I said you may need more flour? Just depends on how wet the chicken is. So, let me rinse my hands off, get this off them. Because I'm going to have to clean my hands and add a little more flour to this. Okay. We're going to do about another half a cup. We'll do 2/4 here. It winds up being about another half cup there. Okay? Alright, now here we go. Mix it all in. I suppose you could use breadcrumbs, but we've always used flour. There we go. That's perfect. Okay. Get a little bit more mixing. Probably better if you got some gloves, but that's all right. Okay. Now we're going to make these cutlets. Okay, friends. You don't want these sticking to your hands and make a mess like I did mix them. So, just get your hands oiled up, okay? And then take a little bit and just start patting them. And they won't stick to your hands near as bad. Okay? I got a little bit of oil in the bottom of my pan, and there they go. In fact, I'm going to turn that down a little bit more. I don't want them to burn because, you know, they're raw and they need to cook. They smell wonderful. Have you ever been at the fair and smelled like the corn dogs frying and all that good stuff frying up? That's what this smells like. Oh, they're wonderful. You'll love these. Okay. We're just going to cook these a few at a time. Turn that burner down even lower. I may need my small. Oh no, I can use 2 forks. That's how I'm going to flip these over with 2 forks. Look at how beautiful those are. Gorgeous. See that? They'll be beautiful. And those are just going to have to cook for a little while. And I'll just keep flipping them back and forth. When I get these done, I'll bring you back and show you. Okay, friends, take a look at how beautiful and crispy those cutlets turn out. Absolutely gorgeous. And I'll give them a try. We'll see how close to my mother's recipe I came. You're gonna love them. These are delicious. They almost taste like my mother makes. So, with that being said, aren't those beautiful? I'm gonna go finish this one that I started. So with that being said, I'll put this recipe in the description box. I hope you try them, and I hope you enjoy them. And remember, you can make a bunch up and freeze them for later meals. You all have a wonderful day, and thanks for watching.